On today's show, Google releases a new video about their modular smartphone experiment, Project Ara.
The Power Glove is back, and it's actually, it works this time. It's cool.
Yeah, and lab-grown muscles respond just like the real thing. We gotta get implants. It's Tomorrow Daily. Greetings, citizens of the internet. I feel like I should be punching this guy. This is weird.
No, I could sue you.
That's true. You have a patent on that. It's a trademark. Welcome to Tomorrow Daily.
I'm your host, Ashley Izquierda. Joining me as always, the man, the myth, the legend, Ashley Izquierda.
Kale Anonymous.
I don't know how to do this.
We switched sides because of my hair. It's like,
Right.
This is really sad. I'm sorry to say, but it was Kale's idea. It wasn't mine.
Yeah.
I just want to put that ego rumor to rest immediately.
Yeah, you can't do all the things that I do, or again, I will sue you.
Okay.
I've got good lawyers.
You
Spare
do
no
have good
expense.
lawyers. Better call Saul. All right, guys. It's time for the headlines. Okay. So an exciting thing about 2015 is we've been waiting for Google's Project Ara. We saw phone blocks last year. We've seen a lot of modular smartphone ideas where you have your smartphone and you switch out pieces, which is pretty cool. It's like it's like building your own computer,
You're
but a smartphone.
huge on this, so.
It's exciting. Okay, so Google unveiled Spiral 2. So this is the newest prototype of their Project Ara smartphone. They did it at the Project Ara Developers Conference over in Puerto Rico. So here, look, they put a speaker in there. They put two power blocks. So like, let's say you want double the battery life. There's 2 different battery modules. This one is night vision camera. They showed a whole bunch of different modules in this video, which is pretty awesome.
Whoa.
So the parts snap in place by using magnets. So they use magnets to slide these pieces into place. I really like that part of the video where they had a cracked screen and then they just slide a new screen. Compasses, look at that. Compass, heart rate monitors, there's all kinds of stuff in there. And then they show this big array of like different pieces that could potentially be in the blocks on the back of the phone. And there's like Nest, Google, Toshiba, like there's all these different people in there and companies, which is pretty awesome. So it looks cool. Like it looks really cool. And actually, I was a skeptic when I first heard about this. Like when phone blocks came out, I'm like, I don't know, you guys. Like, I mean, it makes sense because we started buying computers pre-built, and then a bunch of hobbyists got into making them, themselves and building them themselves. And now you and I build our own computers. It's DIY. So this is sort of an evolutionary step in smartphones, I think, for me.
Yeah, I want that. I can think of a million things to put on there. Is that our TD of the day? What kind of things would you want to put on your phone?
It's not, but you guys could totally tell us, and we could talk about it anyway. Like if you want to tweet at us.
Yeah, I like it because I saw what was it, the night vision thing?
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
And it's like
I can stalk people from my phone.
And the neat thing is you can pick the things, so the idea is that you could pick the things that are the most important to you. So I'm all about camera on a phone, but I don't necessarily need a front-facing camera. I don't know, like maybe I don't need it. So
you don't selfie?
Or well, not that often, no. Okay. And so, but maybe I really want a high-end camera. So maybe, for example, Canon makes a modular piece that is like a super high-end lens, and I can pop that right in.
It's like it's for every different person. So if you're someone who likes to travel or hike a lot, you've got the compass, you've got maybe like an elevation thing, a heart rate monitor.
Elevation, yeah.
And if you're a doctor, maybe you have like a pulse thing, or I don't know, pulse thing. We're real technical here.
Yeah, super doctors really.
But I love it. So I'm like a gamer, so maybe there's like things you can add on that are like little joystick knobs.
Yeah.
This is great. I like the possibilities. I'm worried about it being chunky to make up for
I'm sure
all
the
of
prototypes are probably a little thick.
Yeah.
But over time, the neat thing is
you
they
are
said
gonna have to buy a new phone. I know it.
Of
You're
course,
gonna have to,
the new base model. You
Yeah.
got to buy the new base model. But the cool thing is that you're able to switch out even, they're saying like processors and stuff. So when you upgrade your phone, you're not just throwing away a phone. You just pop a new processor and then it's faster.
Not bad.
So they're saying
I am interested to hear what everybody else comes up with.
Yeah, please send us your ideas because I have a feeling they're going to be really good. But yeah, I really like there's 3 different size blocks on this smartphone, and then they're saying that they're going to go into pilot testing this year and have about 20 to 30 modules available. So
wow.
We won't see it in obviously beta or like Google Glass where you can do the Explorers program that just got discontinued today. But yeah, some developers will actually be able to get their hands on this year, which is pretty exciting.
Very cool. Yeah. Right on.
So tell me about the Power Glove because
this story is everywhere right now.
Is the guy's name Lucas?
It's super duper cool.
Was he in The Wizard?
No, but
right.
the Power Glove is so bad.
So bad it's good.
So this story is everywhere because it's totally amazing.
Awesome.
It involves the Power Glove, and actually serving a purpose. Okay, so this guy, Dylan Mackey, he works on Robot Chicken currently, and he also works for Pez, one of my favorite YouTube channels. He decided that he wanted to use the Power Glove to help him with stop motion animation.
This is brilliant.
So how this works is he DIY'd this. He replaced the circuit board inside of the Power Glove so that he could use it to scroll through frames, play the frames, and capture. And all he did was just DIY it. So you can see, before he was carrying around like a little controller,
like a wireless
and it was hard for him to hold it in his hands. So he wanted it to just be like, so he didn't have to hold anything in his hands. And he's saying that it's way easier to do, and he's very excited about it.
This is cool.
Yeah, it uses a Bluetooth that connects to his camera, and the best part above all about this is he built it so that if you fist bump, it makes a sound that says effing awesome.
Oh, perfect.
It goes effing awesome. Well, it says the actual thing.
I would want it to say
but I'm
now
on
you're
CNET,
playing.
so I cannot
say
that.
You can't say
you
that
can
word.
think about it in your head.
We only get one a year, and we've already met that quota. Sorry.
Ah, crapola.
Nuts.
But there you go. You can check out the full video. It's on Vimeo.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I forgot to
I love
mention.
these tweezers.
I forgot to mention. He has a few analog things on there, like tweezers, in which he can pick up things like faces and stuff like that. And he also has a magnet that he can attach a bunch of different things onto.
Yeah, like parts. So he has an eyebrow kit you saw there, so he can pick up little pieces of eyebrows for the characters and like change their eyebrows with the little tweezers, which is super awesome.
But that's really cool. I love when they repurpose things to like make it useful because obviously the Power Glove, you could see.
Well, that's our hashtag of the day.
What?
So our hashtag of the day is TD Power. And the question is, if you could MacGyver any old product into something useful today, what would you do?
Okay, you go first.
I think I would use a ViewMaster. Remember the ViewMasters where you put the thing? And I would use it as a VR headset. I'd want to be able to slide my phone in
the ViewMaster?
Yeah.
Okay. I would definitely do the Power Glove.
You'd use the Power Glove.
I like the Power Glove.
That's cheating. You already seen like this guy using it. You gotta pick.
Yeah, but I don't make stop motion. Like there's a million other things that I could do. Like maybe I could type.
Okay.
Or maybe like I could
order pizza.
Get a robot that like pets my cat for me, and I don't have to leave the couch. Wow, that is super duper lazy.
That's really
lazy. I could do pizza. Yeah, I mean there's a whole bunch of stuff.
He figured it out.
I turned it into a Pip-Boy.
There you go.
What was it?
Problem solved. Kale figured it out,
But there's got to be a lot of different stuff that you can do, like Rob or like what's some other old tech?
Just anything. I mean,
Skip it.
Who is Skip It? What could you do with the Skip It?
I don't even want to know.
I don't want to know.
Anyway, so yeah, TD Power. What would you repurpose?
What would you repurpose into, and what would you repurpose it into? It's exciting.
Don't talk down on me for wanting to repurpose the Power Glove.
Well,
this
everybody
guy
loves the Power Glove.
only scratched the surface.
Fair enough. All right.
So, and that's why everybody's excited.
No, it's super cool.
By the way, I do have an issue with this, and that is that have you ever tried a Power Glove on?
They're really
as an adult.
They're tiny.
They're made for kids.
Yeah.
And so like it's really
hands,
like
so
you have
to.
Let me see.
I have giant hands. My hands
are. Wait,
have you ever seen Archer? Is Lana look at my hands are gigantic.
Yeah,
my hands are huge.
And even with the fingernails.
It's really sad.
It's kind of cool. You catch footballs.
And play palm of basketball, whatever. Slap people like in Everlong, and the music video. Dave Grohl gets that big hand. That's me. That was me. I was a stunt double in the video. Yeah, it's just me.
Good career you got going for you. Okay,
Super
so what
great.
do you got?
All right, last thing we have for headlines is lab-grown muscles. I'll keep this pretty brief. This is awesome. We've seen lab-grown muscle fibers before, but the reason these are so particularly interesting is because they actually not only respond to electrical stimulation, which has always existed, including inside the human body, but they also respond to drugs. So, for example, muscle relaxers or drugs designed to make muscles do something in particular.
What about steroids?
Probably. They're drugs. So drugs are drugs. So this is from Duke University, and the researchers showed this off on video. And like I said, the important part of this whole thing is they can respond to drugs as opposed to just electrical stimulation. And they put these slightly developed stem cells into a scaffolding and then grew muscle fibers. They coaxed them into growing as muscle fibers. And the cool thing about this is that, say, for example, you go to the doctor and you're like, I'm having this muscle issue, whether it's a disease or maybe you're just having a general problem. They're like, okay.
Or a knee problem.
Yeah, me. And they say, okay, well, we're not really sure if this trial drug is going to work for you. It might respond very badly to you, so we're going to grow your muscle fibers in a lab and test them.
Oh,
So you're your own. You would be your own test subject.
Surrogate muscles, kind of.
Yeah, yeah,
right.
kind of. So it's kind of just a really neat thing. It might also help like human trials for muscular drugs, because the thing is you're not putting people at risk.
So it's just for testing. Okay,
So
it's not for like
for
actually
testing.
putting it in your body.
Potentially for testing, yeah. This isn't a thing where it's like, hey, we're going to grow you some muscles and then implant them. Like it's not like that. But
It'd
it's
be like Gaston. But
yeah, exactly. You do eat 4 dozen eggs so that you're roughly the size of a barge. Yeah, no, this is really cool, and I saw it and I thought it was so fascinating that we're doing stuff like this, and that it's actually these fibers that are not connected to anything else are able to respond to drug treatments, which is super weird.
Right.
But cool.
Did they say how long it took to grow the muscles?
I didn't see that in the couple articles I looked at. I would imagine it takes a little while, because it takes a while to grow things like skin grafts and other stuff in a lab. I mean, God, they're growing organs in a lab now, which is bizarre.
They're gonna accidentally grow a human.
One of these days, there's gonna be like a little sentient liver that's like, hey guys, like, it's gonna be so bizarre. All right, on that note, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's time for another round of Into It when we come back, which we have some good stuff this week. And then we have your user feedback and our phone talk for the day. So don't click away. It's Tomorrow Daily. Welcome back to the show. We're back. We're still. You always look like you're looking at things, and this room
I'm looking
is like
for you. You're supposed to be over there.
That way. The walls are literally right on the other side of this, so it's like this is just a wall, and like it always looks like we're looking around as if this is a giant cavernous room. It's not.
The way I'm a YouTube guy, so I'm looking at all the related videos usually. So I'm looking over to the related videos.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
okay, it's Thursday. We haven't done this in like 3 weeks. It's time for Into It. All right, so Kale, you are into some very specific things this week, which I think we all are.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Well, television is back. It's been, everybody took the holiday break.
Yeah.
But I'm more excited about the right now. The comedies are the ones that are making the early returns.
There are a lot of good comedies.
There is Parks and Rec. It's coming back for its final season. First 2 episodes were all right, but it's just exciting to like watch a show get its like final season. But man, I love comedies because those are the ones that you're like, I'm cooking dinner.
Okay.
Broad City had a pretty great return. Its first episode was like yesterday or something like that. Really fun. If you haven't checked out Broad City, it's really fun. It's about these 2 young ladies.
They just got renewed for a 3rd season.
Woo!
Good job,
Great
girls.
show, Broad City. Archer is back.
This is one of my favorite shows.
Archer is back. They work for the CSI. They work for the CIA now. This show is always great. Some of the best voice acting on television.
Krieger is one of my favorites. Krieger and Pam.
Amazing.
So good.
Yeah.
And then so it's
Always Sunny.
Always Sunny.
I don't think we had any
Came
footage
back.
for that. Always
That's okay.
Sunny is back. And
you can just imagine the things.
I am so excited. Yeah, I can
Dennis,
imagine them doing terrible stuff.
Yeah, you can imagine the things.
All these comedies are back. These are really great for like coming
good.
home after work and de-stressing and
unwind.
I always cook a steak. I don't know why. I cook a lot of steak
steak?
and chicken and steak.
Kale's favorite hashtag is steak till you break.
Steak till you break.
Steak till you break.
All right, cool. So what are you into?
So I'm into, this is really exciting. I saw this today. Elon Musk tweeted, and I quote, "We'll be building a Hyperloop test track for companies and student teams to test out their pods, most likely in Texas." Hyperloop! Hyperloop! Okay, so
Explain.
Hyperloop is a technology that Elon Musk has discussed, but we haven't really seen in action. There's this great video over on Wise Puppet where they explain exactly how it works. He had mentioned originally that he would have a Hyperloop that would go, it's like super high-speed rail. Kind of. So he uses this technology, it goes the speed of sound, super duper fast. It would go in pods of, I think they said 6 people. And so the concept idea for this is kind of a thing that some people have said, I don't think this will ever happen. Some people have said, this is a great idea. It's almost like, those like weird vacuum capsules at the bank, like old-timey, like old-school bank stuff where you put a capsule in, it sends it via vacuum.
Or the tubes from Futurama.
Yeah,
that they travel around.
Yeah, totally like that. So this is how it works. This video is super great. I highly recommend anybody watch it if you're not sure what Hyperloop is. So, and then it would push things really, really fast. So you'd be able to go, I forget what the time frame was, but it's like 45 minutes to go from here to San Francisco. It's like super duper fast.
Yeah.
And he was saying like relatively safe because the thing is this is not on rails like a traditional commuter train would be.
Why would you say relatively?
Well, because it's never been tested. Yeah. It doesn't exist.
Okay.
So yeah, he's saying now that they are officially looking into building a straight up Hyperloop test track, which is really exciting for anybody who loves super fast travel and the future, because this seems like a very Jetsons-y idea.
This is very the future, but
Super cool.
very exciting and very cool.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to what's going on with that. I'll be keeping a very close eye.
I mean,
on
we'll
Hyperloop.
probably be 76 by the time it comes out, but like...
I always feel like the day after I die, all these great things are going to happen. Like, we're going to cure cancer, we're going to find immortality, the secret to immortality, and uploading our consciousness to like some sort of virtual reality simulation. We're going to have these flying cars, super high speed, maglev, like whatever, super high tech travel, teleportation. Like, we're just going to figure all this stuff out the day after I'm dead.
You want to be immortal?
I think in a computer simulation I would. Yeah.
In a computer simulation?
Yeah,
like the Matrix?
Like the Matrix, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I would.
Right. Yeah.
I think I would do it. But yeah, so that's what we're into, which now it's time to get into what you're into, which is your user feedback.
I'm sorry, that was a really... You're into your user feedback?
Well, yeah, because they're into their opinions.
I trust you. You're much better at transitions than I am,
No,
for sure.
no, absolutely not. So yesterday we asked you guys to use the hashtag TDNintendo and tell us what you got or didn't get or wanted to see from the next Nintendo Direct.
Did somebody say F-Zero? I mean, I don't want to...
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
We only got one piece of feedback on Twitter about this. So maybe YouTube. Kale didn't look at YouTube, so you can blame Kale for not listening to you guys. But Hector wrote to us on Twitter and said the next Direct needs to showcase an Amiibo-specific game. I haven't been impressed with Amiibo basically giving you DLC. Which, Kale obviously he's super. What do you look like that for?
I don't want any more Amiibo stuff.
He's over Amiibo. That shot is insane, by the way. It looks hilarious.
I'm waiting for. I actually fully agree with him because he's saying I want the Amiibos to do something.
They need to have a purpose. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Totally fair. I think that's a really good thing.
I was hoping when I bought the Amiibo, and obviously nobody's excited about this because nobody tweeted us, but I want the Amiibo to save my Super Smash Brothers stats.
Okay.
Like save how many of this and this, and then you can take it to somebody's house, compare it,
compare
or
and
like
contrast.
level them up somehow.
I like that.
Because you unlock moves and stuff if you're nobody cares. All right. Anyway.
All right, fair enough. And then we got an email from Ron, and Ron wrote to us. He's a longtime fan, and he says, in episode 110, Kale seems to have given all the credit for House of Cards to research done by Netflix. Technically, not true. House of Cards, the new Netflix version, was based on the earlier version of House of Cards done on the BBC back in the 1990s, starring Ian Richardson. Again, available on Netflix and apparently hysterically funny. Just saying. Good show, good stuff last week from CES. You two keep up the good works. However, I did some research on this. You're both right.
Yeah,
Okay.
take that, Ron. We're both right.
On HuffPo, I looked up an article. I did some research. I looked up an article about how House of Cards came to be. And at the time, there was a gentleman working for one of the development guys at Netflix. He said their wealth of data on user viewing habits proved there was a large audience for David Fincher, Kevin Spacey, and political thrillers. So that was definitely a thing, but they chose to license House of Cards from the BBC because of that data and because they wanted to make it a thriller with Kevin Spacey.
But they wouldn't have bought House of Cards
if they didn't have that data.
Had they not had that data.
So you're both right. You're totally both right. And also, because I did this research, House of Cards is actually a novel. So before even that show, it was
my God.
somebody wrote. It's based on.
I hope they do a House of Cards novel now and it goes full circle.
This is just it's gonna come all
But
the way
that
back
just
around.
means that Ron and I should be hosting the show.
I want to see it does.
Together we complete the information.
It's true.
So Ron, call me.
Call us.
Yeah, order me a pizza and then call me.
So I really like that you guys were both right. So there you go. But I did the research. I was like, okay, I'm gonna look this up.
I actually like the rebuttal stuff. Usually people
like
they'll
to
do it in
agree.
the comments. They'll be like, "You're dumb. Railroads aren't purple," or something really just like angry.
Yeah.
And
So that
Ron,
was very polite.
Ron was like, he did say I was wrong.
Constructive criticism.
But he kind of like gave us some information.
He gave you a little massage and then
Yeah.
told you were wrong.
Yeah.
So that you felt kind of good
Some
about it.
YouTubers are on point. Others
Just want to watch the
out
world
to
burn.
punch people in the face. So
just want to watch the world burn.
thank you, Ron, and yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't know
you're
who the
both
other guy
right.
was, but
So
yeah.
I'm a big researcher, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna look this up. And then finally, it's time for our photographer of the day. Our delightful fan Corbin wrote to us today. Are you crossing your fingers that it's your new favorite?
Holy crap!
Okay.
Is that Disney World?
Yes.
Yes!
He says, hi, my name is Corbin. My mom took this picture in Disney World on the monorail with a Nexus 5.
Your mom rules.
And then did some editing in the gallery app. So obviously
Wow.
the colors have been enhanced, the contrast has been, boosted a little, but super gorgeous still. And the fact that it came from Nexus 5, we've been seeing a lot of Nexus 5 pictures. I guess a lot of people have Nexus 5s, which is pretty cool.
I'm kind of interested in what he did, but like, as far as like touching it up.
Yeah. Well, it looks
Disney
like,
has some beautiful resorts, but the fact that she was able to get this one and get the entire resort is really impressive.
Super great. I mean, really, really good.
Yeah.
So Corbin's mom, I guess. We should have had that.
Yeah, Corbin.
Trying to take
You're
the
not
credit.
my favorite viewer. Your mom is though.
Your mom is our favorite.
She doesn't watch the show. Very impressive though. Thanks for your submission.
Super good. And if you guys want to submit your photography to be considered for the show, please email us tomorrow@cnet.com. And of course, you can send your user feedback. Tell us about what you want in Project Ara, what kind of modules.
Yeah.
Also, tell us what you want to see again. TD Power. What old school device would you recommission and turn into something new? What would you do with it?
Got a lot of homework.
Yeah, you guys got some homework. Listen, I did House of Cards research, so the least you can do is drop us a line. And if you hate email, that's cool because we have social media. You can find us at Tomorrow Daily on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tomorrow Daily TV on Google+, and Tomorrow Daily over on Tumblr.
And Corbin's mom, or maybe Corbin, don't forget to subscribe on YouTube, add a like, throw a comment down there. I don't know, just something happy. Do you have something happy happen in your day?
Just wave at us. I mean, fine.
Just kill off a little bit of YouTube anger. Just don't put it in there. Just ignore that for a while. And iTunes listeners, hello. And don't forget
Hello,
to rate.
ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. You need something.
So
beautiful
you gotta have
in
the
your
radio
ear.
voice, yeah.
Don't forget to rate and review. Say something.
All the
If
things.
you're doing the review, say something nice about Corbin's mom.
Yeah.
Something nice about Corbin's mom.
Something nice about Corbin.
Anyways, so there you
But
go.
not too nice, because that might be weird. Might be awkward.
Yeah,
That's all I'm
don't
saying.
go there, girlfriend.
Yeah, because maybe Corbin's mom has Corbin's dad in the picture.
We're getting.
So let's not get.
We're breaking too
let's
far
not.
into this.
Yeah, we're getting way too deep into this. So that is it for the show. You can find us on social media. I'm at Ashley Esqueda on Twitter.
At Kale Anonymous on Twitter.
And we will be back on Monday with a brand new docket of weird future tech, all the things that you didn't know you wanted to know. And until then, be good humans, and we'll see you next time. Bye,
Have a
guys.
good weekend. Woo!